Hey everyone, wow, I'm standing here with someone very, very special and an icon of our sport, Mr. John Leslight. How are you?
Good, thank you.
What a night for you. How are you feeling with it all?
Yeah, no, really good night. Good to see a lot of old faces from the old days, and we got a bit of acknowledgement in the centre, so that was really good.
I think more than acknowledgement, I think it's respect. And, what you as a collective achieved of, as we're saying, slightly different years, slightly different equipment, but your reputation and as a driver and as a participant in this sport, it continues to this day, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Well, I went from about 1970 through to 2007, so I had a fair innings, and the last race I had was the Queensland title in Rocky, and we won that, so I finished on a high.
So in 2007, you won the Queensland title.
Yes.
And how old, I'm not being rude, how old were you at that time?
56.
That's remarkable. And you did, am I right in saying you did stuff with engines and things as well? What sort of did you continue on doing to stay part of it?
I went with, they had the national series that went round Australia, and I went with Michael Doblow, and I'm not sure whether I went 1 year or 2 years with him, but he finished up winning the series 1 year, so we done pretty good.
And we're going to look at this shirt. So it's obviously, we got Performance Wholesale, which is Bill Mann, and John Leslight. What's your relationship with Bill, and obviously still to this day?
Yeah, well, Bill built the little Tirana engine way back in early 70s, and he built the engine in 2007. So Bill done my engine for 37 years.
It's remarkable, isn't it? And he and Phil were an amazing combination. And Bill is still putting his stamp on the sport, and now he's fostered a lot of young drivers through sprint cars. But I think people tend to forget how far back his commitment and his participation's gone. And you're here tonight, and you've had a stellar career. What do you think was the highlight? What was the highlight of your career?
Oh, I had a couple of good ones. Winning the East Coast Grand National in 77 was the first big win I ever had. And then I won the 100 lapper, the Marlborough Grand National at Liverpool, against the Americans and everybody. And it was a 100 lapper, and we won that in 97. That's probably the biggest race. It was 10,000 to win in 97, so that's pretty good.
Okay, so bitumen, which was Liverpool, or was it clay? Was it dirt or clay?
Yeah, it was after the bitumen. They tore it up, and it was back to clay again, yeah.
So 100 laps. You obviously had like tea breaks, or was it 100 laps straight?
It was 100 laps straight, but they had a pit lane, and if you wanted to pull in, you could pull in, and if you didn't, you kept going. So I just kept going straight through for 100 and never stopped, and that's how I come to win it, I'd say.
And no power steering?
Oh, he'd had power steering, yeah.
Did. I was going to say, we were talking about that before, about, even doing 50 laps without power steering. In terms of now looking to this generation of super sedan drivers, you obviously still follow it. Where do you think the sport is at now, and sort of looking towards the future? Who's a standout for you, or someone that you think is going to, emulate the successes that yourself and people like Grenville have had?
Yeah, well, the man that's doing the job now is Matty Pascoe, and he's going to be a second Grenville Anderson. He's won more state titles and Australian championships than anybody else, and he's still only young, so he's going to go for a long time. And then his son Zach's coming along. He's going nearly as good as his father, so the Pascoes are going to rule it for a long time, I think.
It's look, the numbers with super sedans are growing still, and I think it's great. But to have them here back at Lismore Speedway is a wonderful night, really, isn't it? And hopefully it stays this way for a long time to come.
That's all we can hope. That the super sedans are still, reasonably strong, and Lismore's a real super sedan city, so hopefully it'll keep on for another generation.
And well, last question, what do you do in your retirement?
Not very much.
Well, that's good. Sometimes I think it's hard to go from racing and being really active in Speedway to sort of slowing down. But it's wonderful that you're able to be here tonight, and the guys were saying that you do get to catch up every now and then socially.
Yeah, no, we got a bit of a group, and we're all, there's probably 30 caravanners. We're all caravanners these days, and we're all going to hit Gympie for the Australian Super Sedan title, and we'll have a lot of people there that used to race and still race and want to race.
Yep.
So it'll be a good time.
Racing caravans. Well, thank you so much. It's absolutely beautiful, and tonight, and to see you here and to learn and be a part. And I really hope that, you know, something like tonight and the coverage that we've got educates the newer generations, and you know, the respect we will have for you guys is incredible. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
No worries. Thank you so much, guys. Absolute pleasure.
See you later.
Thank you. I truly appreciate it.